No.
We're back with another day in the life, but we're gonna kind of make this a weekend in the life because Ellie has a work thing that she has to go to tonight, so today's really gonna be kind of boring.
Not to us though.
Not to us, it's just our life.
Yeah.
So, we found this brand new walkable bookstore to us, where we're at right now, and you wanna check it out?
Yeah, let's go look at it. You know, I love a good bookstore.
And another thing about the bookstore is I don't know how new it is. I just saw it last night when I was driving, so I don't know how new it is. It could be older.
They posted on their Instagram in October that it was coming soon.
Oh, so it is newer.
Yeah, it's definitely newer.
Okay, cool. Cool. So we're gonna go to the coffee shop and then we might hit up a thrift store. Ellie has no idea about this.
It's fine. It sounds fun.
And then we're gonna get coffee from somewhere. It might be local, it might not be local. So we will see what we end up doing.
Yes.
Are something that we had to get used to when we moved here because living and living in Lincoln, I mean, there was no helicopters ever. Ever. So living here now, you know that crime is everywhere in Los Angeles and so are helicopters. So it's definitely something that we've had to get used to. And you know, somebody commented on one of our things like, was it scary for you guys to move from Lincoln, Nebraska to Los Angeles? And the answer is yes. We were both terrified.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them how we ended up in Los Angeles?
Well, okay, so we really didn't plan to or want to live in LA, but I only applied to law schools in California. My first choice was UC Irvine, and that's where we were like fully manifesting, planning on living immediately. But sadly, I applied too late and I got waitlisted at UC Irvine, and so that was not an option anymore. But I mean, Malibu, you can't be mad about, you know, moving to Malibu. So.
Yeah, and the thing about it is we didn't know that we were going to be moving here until like 2 months prior to us actually moving here. So that was crazy.
Come here, Teeny.
And then another thing about it is living in LA was scary for me just because of the driving. Like I had no idea what the driving was gonna be like here, and it really scared me. Because we visited here one time on my birthday when I turned 18.
And it was crazy riding in the Ubers.
It was crazy. Ubers drive crazy here. The driving is so scary compared to Lincoln, because Lincoln, Nebraska, if you don't know, is all side streets. So it's not a lot of big...
There's no freeway.
Yeah, never. And in Omaha, the freeway is only 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Somebody just did a crazy gross cough. Anyway, but yeah, so it was really, really, really scary to move here because of all the unknowns about living here.
Living in LA. I'm gonna throw this away.
Okay. But yeah, we'll go into more detail later when we're not walking about like the things that scared us about living here. If you guys want our own video about our story of how we ended up in LA, what made us want to move to California, let us know in the comment section down below. Ideas from this one.
It's so sick. It's like really crazy. I was trying to find it like literally right before you guys came in because like, oh, I've already sold. But, yeah, but.
Are they all priced in it?
Yeah, it's like the little price. It's like in the pencil and then it's like a little star. Okay. It's ours, yeah. Okay.
So we left. I mean, it was such a cute bookstore.
So cute.
Like, what would you rate it?
I would give it a 9 out of 10, and the only reason that it doesn't get full 10 is because
the book that we wanted was $130.
It was really pricey. But I mean, I get it. It's a small, like, local bookstore. They have really
But I Amazoned the book and it was $214
new.
new. So, kind of sad. It was called Sappho by the Sea, a book about lesbians.
It was like a guide to the Hamptons.
It was really cool.
It was so interesting and cool.
But
And then we found a Stephen King book, Pet Cemetery, that was $80. So we were like, okay, this is definitely for like, you know, vintage.
for people who probably collect books, who want
collector
them.
books. Yeah,
But
it's so cool. It had a
so
really
cool.
it had a really cool book about like decorating a nursery or like planning out a nursery.
Oh, I found that.
Oh, good.
That would come in handy when we have our baby, when we start trying for a baby in May. Although we don't have space for a nursery, so we will be sharing a room at first.
Oh yeah, but I just like the idea of like all the different styles that they had,
and how
like,
it's all coming back now.
yeah,
I think that's really cool.
just like being really intentional about your decor style. I like stuff like that.
Yeah. So we decided to not get that book today, just because Ellie's very cheap.
You would have bought it?
Maybe if I felt like if I would have walked up to her and if I would have been like, how much is this book? I would have felt like I had to buy it. But you didn't, which I think is really good. That you were like, okay, thank you, and you walked off and put the book back. I think that's pretty good. Because for me, I would have felt pressured. Probably have been beating myself up about it right now as I'm walking home.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's good. And also last night, Ellie was asked how much she makes at her job. And she didn't answer. She was asked like 2-3 times, and both times she looked at me, and I was trying to be a cheerleader for her, because I know that's a boundary that she wants to have with people. And I just looked at her and I said, shh, like maybe you shouldn't tell them, like. And all I did was this.
Yeah, it was all me.
Because if I were in that situation, I would have said it.
Really?
Yeah, I really would have.
Wow.
But you were like, I don't want to share. Which I thought was really cool.
Maybe I'm less socially anxious than you are. I'm just
It might be switching, because Ellie's been in therapy for how long now?
close to a year.
Close to a year of therapy, and I think it's really helping, especially with your boundaries. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's really cool that you held your boundary in that store.
Yeah.
You knew that you didn't want to spend that much on a book, and then you held your boundary last night in that situation.
Thank you for acknowledging and recognizing my boundaries.
You're welcome.
Or like when I'm...
Well, I know what her boundaries are, obviously, with other people. I think it's good because as a couple, when we're going into social situations, it's good to know each other's boundaries so that one of us doesn't overstep
Yeah.
each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
Like last night, if it were him and me alone, I would have probably told him, even though that's one of your boundaries. If he would have been asking me that question, I probably would have told him, because I feel, not like I have to, but I feel awkward saying no, I don't want to answer that.
I know, but it's like, you shouldn't. You're allowed to say no and not feel bad about it.
Exactly. So we're trying to teach ourselves new things this year.
Yeah.
Okay, we had to come home because the battery to the camera died. So we had to make a quick walk back home. Ellie's going to the bathroom, and then we will be going to the thrift store now. Okay, so this is the thrift store that I've been wanting to come back to. So the prices for here are a little bit high for vintage clothes. But vintage things are expensive sometimes, right, babe?
Yeah.
It's actually not the store. Are we sure? Oh, they have a
It's
cute...
next to the Levi's, remember?
I see a cute jacket in there.
It's next to the Levi's.
I guess it's next to the Levi's. Kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. But yeah, sometimes vintage things are a little bit pricey, and that's just okay. I'm willing to pay it. Although my cheap wife, she might not be willing to pay for it, but I am willing to pay for it. Like the brandy haul I got yesterday, or no, not for you?
Not for me, I love it for you.
Thank you.
Look at this. I thought that this dress was so pretty.
It's a nightie.
And it ties, so you can make it tighter if you want.
And it is like vintage. Do you see these little buttons? It's so cool. Do you like it now? You look so wise now. Say that again.
Not for me, but for you.
See, that's the thing about Ellie, is like she will never tell me no. Okay, so we ended up not getting anything in that little vintage store. Why?
Everything was outlandishly expensive, as we knew it would be.
Yeah, I feel like we could find a lot better deals at the Los Angeles flea markets.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ended up not getting anything. Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy rainy Sunday. Today we are getting my hair cut because it's way too long and it's actually pissing me off because it's so long and frustrating and it's like painful, honestly.
I love her hair.
It just catches on things.
Well, I like it when it's cut too. I like it both ways. I love it both ways. For me, my hair, it's definitely gonna be 2 years before I get it cut.
Yeah, I know you want to grow it out.
Yeah, so what I did was I thinned out my hair super, super bad I think it was not this March.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was like
Close to 2 years.
not last March, but the March before. I took a pair of thinning shears and I thinned out my hair so crazy after I already had it thinned at a hair place. And what I've realized is if you have thick hair, you're just gonna have thick hair because it really just chopped it off at different angles. God,
It was looking
so
crazy.
bad. It was so bad.
It was very crazy.
So yeah, so don't do that. If you like want thin hair and you have really thick hair or want your hair to be thinner, don't thin it out. Like just stick it out shorty. Unless like your hair, I know my hair person said she could do something to it, but like I don't want it to be permanently thinned, you know? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, she has a haircut. Are you excited?
Yes. Oh my god.
Last time you got your haircut, you didn't like it.
Because I asked for very particular bangs.
And she got something a little bit different.
And I got something completely different than what I asked for. But I'm not asking for bangs today, so it's gonna be fine.
And I didn't know she was upset. So I was in the chair getting my haircut. And I'm just chatting away, because Ellie's done. I thought she got what she wanted. And then I look over at Ellie and she's like she has like this look on her face, like her eyes are so and I look at her, because it was after my lash check. No, not my lash check. The hair person had walked away, and I was like, do you not like it? She's like, no.
And then you couldn't stop laughing after that.
No. Because you are funny without even trying to be.
You just think it's funny when bad things happen.
To anyone. I
Yeah.
know, it's my issue. It's always been my issue. But yeah, that's besides the point. We're not bringing up Ella's issues.
So yeah, we're not gonna have another bang debacle today.
But she will leave with a really cool haircut.
I don't know if really cool. It's what I got the second to last time.
Well, it's basically what I've been getting. So if you've followed us on IG or TikTok, then it's basically what I've been getting.
Yeah, it's basically my old haircut too.
She's like, you copied me.
No, you went shorter than I did.
I know, I went really short this last time because I had to. Because I just felt dead. Like, I had to just cut it all off. I really, really did.
I still really want to get a bob, but I'm not mentally brave enough to do that.
Should Ellie get a bob? I don't think you should.
I know you've said that.
Then again, your hair does grow really quickly.
No.
I mean, look at my hair's grown so much since I got it cut last time.
It really has. Yep.
Huh? She's clean. How do you feel?
Excited?
She just got a dry cut, so it's a lot of hair.
I'm excited because I was telling her I have just like completely given up on styling my hair because it's so long and hard to manage. So I'm excited to actually start styling it again.
You heard it from her. Ellie's hair, it's actually a little fun fact about Ellie. Her hair used to be like past her butt. So did mine used to be almost my butt, but I think mine, what did you say about hair growth? Everybody has a different.
Yeah, everybody has a different growth. I forget. I told you this forever ago, now I forget.
That means that your hair can only grow to be a specific length, right?
Yeah, so like if you think about the hair on like your legs, for example, like it's never gonna get like a foot long. Like it can only grow so long before it falls out.
True.
Or like not falls out, but like You know what I mean? And that's how it is on your head. Your hair can only get so long.
There you go. Okay, you guys, we don't know where to eat.
Yeah. And I suggested this new sandwich place that we've been wanting to try, but she said no. So I think it's on her now to come up with the next idea.
I don't know.
Look at some options.
Okay. Tell them about your haircut.
This is like, oh yeah, okay.
This is a daily thing with us. It's like we
No,
really
it's
don't know.
literally- We never can figure out where we're gonna
Like
eat.
during the week, we typically eat dinner at home and then we eat lunch separately because Ellie goes to work. But like, or I'm like, can you pick this up on your way home?
Yeah.
Because your wife doesn't want to cook for you, honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I got my hair cut. She said she took 6 inches off, so thank God. It was super unmanageable and crazy. And to the point where, like, I literally wasn't even styling it anymore after the shower because it was so long. And I don't know, just like, it was honestly frustrating because, I don't know, people who have long hair will understand. It's just frustrating. So, I'm glad it's shorter now.
Ellie and I are very picky when it comes to our friends. We just are. It's just who we are, how we are.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like, I am very picky when it comes to friends. I find friends who are kind, who listen, who, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think are qualities in a friend that we have, that we like to find, or like we like to foster in our lives?
I would say what you said.
Kind, obviously.
Yeah.
Who don't put you down.
Yeah, and then also people who are okay with, like, not going out all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Because
big one.
it's like, we don't do that very often, and so it's, like, important to us to have friends that like to do stuff other than that, you know?
Yeah, like, would love to go to, like, Color Me Mine and paint and just, like, have a sober night. Because we're sober. I mean, it's fine if people drink in front of us and do that stuff, but
we're not going
we
out to
don't.
the bars and the clubs. And
no, we
that's,
don't
like,
drink, and I feel like for them it's like a downer, almost.
Yeah.
If they do it and we're not doing it for some reason.
I know.
It doesn't, I don't know, maybe they just think that we would have more fun if we were in that atmosphere, but we don't drink, so it's really hard to have that dynamic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Although, we are fine if you do that in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
I just wish, like, we're fine to go to clubs, we're fine to go to bars sometimes, but at the same time, I wish that, like, we find friends who also like to do our stuff too at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, we'll do that because we love you and you're our friend, but next weekend can you come to our house and have a chill night in?
Yeah.
Watch movies, paint. Maybe we could do, like, we always come with an activity. Eat some food, drink
Very
some mocktails.
chill.
And we have drinks too that we just don't drink. It's not perfect, but we'll buy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but we're very picky with our friends.
I would say Ella's more pickier than me.
I am more pickier because I've had the same friends since high school. And so for me,
I also feel like, though, that's what I'm saying is you have really good intuition on your like sense of people, and like she'll meet someone one time and be like, no,
hell no.
I don't like them. Even if they didn't necessarily do anything, she's like, there's something off and I don't like them.
Yeah, for example, Ellie was in law school.
Yeah.
And there was this person, and I just told her, I was like, I gave this person a few tries, but I was like, I don't think that they're...
And I didn't see it, but...
And she got mad at me because she's like, you never like any of my friends.
I know, because I was like, no, don't do this. Like,
And we had just moved, and it was like, you know, one of Ellie's first friendships.
And then Ella turned out to be completely right, and yeah, so that's as far as I'm going to go into that. But yeah, so she has really good intuition, and so I feel like that's where you were really picky. You're like, nope, don't like their energy. So
I didn't like it, and I still don't. I like adults who act like adults. We're not in high school, you know, like act like an adult. I'll just put that plainly there.
Yeah.
Without going into too much detail, there were just some things that happened that I'm like, okay, no, and you're done, and I don't want you in my life. And I hate to say this about myself, but it's kind of the same with family. For me anyway, you know, like, for us, it's not picky on who we talk to family-wise.
Yeah.
At all, because we have so little family. We really don't have a huge family anymore. You know, as you get older and, like, we're still learning this. For me, it was my entire life. But as I get older, I'm realizing, like, how little, like, your family just passes away and it just gets smaller. And then you create your own family and it kind of starts all over again, you know?
And also, I feel like people branch off and, like,
they do their own
start their
things.
own families that are, like, sort of disconnected from us. I'm thinking of my cousins. Like,
Oh,
they're still my
true.
cousins, but, like, they have their own little families that they've established, you know, in different parts
They've
of the
already
country.
started that growing on their own.
Exactly, yeah. So it's like we're just, like, a little bit more distant, so.
A lot more distant for you and your cousins. But yeah, so for me, it's like, I wouldn't say I get offended easily, but I am very protective over Ellie and myself.
Yes.
Very guarded and very protective. And if I'm offended one too many times, I feel like more like it's like I said earlier in this vlog yesterday.
Yeah.
We had to create boundaries.
I'm thinking of something funny, sorry. I'm not gonna say who it was, but you and I were speaking with someone, and this person was a lawyer, and they were telling Ella, like, oh, you don't understand what it's like
To pass the bar.
to pass the California. Like, you don't even understand
Yeah.
how big of a deal that is. And I was telling Ella,
To my face, he like grabbed me and told me like, you don't get it. Excuse you?
I know, and I told Ella in that moment, I literally was like, uh-oh, wifey doesn't like that. Like, I literally thought that in my head. I'm like,
Oh my gosh,
no.
I did not like that. I
You
thought that was very rude.
You are digging your
It's
grave,
those
my
types
sir.
of things, and I don't forget anything, you guys, and it's really hard for me to have this memory of everything that's happened in my life, and I'm not the type of person that remembers the bad. If all that you've given me is bad, that's what I'm going to remember you as. If you're giving me more bad than good, that's how I'm going to remember you. But yeah, this person told me that after he was congratulating Ellie on passing the bar exam, he turns to me and kind of like grabs me and is like, you don't get it. What do you mean I don't get it? I was there going grocery shopping alone.
She was in the trenches with me.
We did that together. What do you mean?
Yes, I couldn't have done it without her, and
Ellie's like, oh, she understands.
yeah.
He's
Did
like,
I stand
okay,
up
good.
for you?
Yeah, you said it. She understands.
Yeah.
Like, how couldn't I? We were engaged for all of it. I was doing Nala's walking. I was doing everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
I know, and I talked about it so much. Like, you understand so many aspects of it that like a random person
like
off
a
the street
wife,
wouldn't
like
understand.
a partner would.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a family member who lives with you would.
Yeah.
Wife or not. Somebody who's taking care of literally every other essential part, and you, while making sure you're getting out of the house, you're doing your exercise, telling you calm down. You don't need to study
Me
7 days a
venting
week.
to you about it
Yeah.
literally 24/7.
And I stay positive, and I think that really helped her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How positive I was, and I just tried to make her positive. Like, if she would talk negatively and bad, I would let her do it. But then I was like, okay, let's put a cap on this. Tell me 3 good things that happened to you today. Because sometimes I'd never taken the bar exam, but I feel like when you're studying for something and it's just like consumes your life, all you're thinking about is negative sometimes. And it's hard to remember, okay, I'm still breathing. This test will get over. And I reminded her that I was like, you know, you're doing it so hard. You're going so hard right now. This is basically for anyone who wants to take a bar exam in any state or taking a really hard test anywhere. Study hard now so that you don't ever have to do it again. Like a one-time test. This is it.
Exactly.
MCAT, the bar exam, whatever the hell other tests there are. But yeah, when he said that, I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
It's like those things where I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's that. Okay, we need to figure out food.
I know, I'm hungry.
We'll let you guys know when we find something we want to eat. Are we back? Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's strange.
Are you glad that you waited in the car?
Yes, you guys, it's freezing outside.
Really cold out.
It's just 52 degrees. And I'm not wearing a winter coat. And we are so
And it's rainy.
California. We're so California at this
know.
point. This is what we landed on. I don't know if you guys can read that, but it's Egg Tech. It's our first time trying this place.
We've heard really good things about it. It was busy as hell.
And it was also busy when we went to the downtown thing.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous about these.
We got the same exact thing, so
Ooh.
we got breakfast
Might be
burritos.
messy. Yeah, because we haven't eaten today. It's like almost 1 p.m. The texture isn't what you would think.
I like the sauce.
My last addiction was the Lorna Doones cookies. I don't know why. I don't know what is wrong with me. But we went out and bought 2 boxes of them. One of them is already gone. Just about gone. Nala was helping me eat it though. Nala is obsessed with Lorna Doones too. I don't know what it is. And I know she's not supposed to have sugar. She like has the end crumb, like the tiniest last bite. She can't eat anything bigger than like this, the size of my pinky, the top of my pinky. Like that's, like what you guys see right there is the size Nala can eat. Otherwise she won't eat it. She's like, nope, that's too big for me. Okay guys, we will catch you guys at Whole Foods. Allie, wave. Wave, Allie.
Hey, Junior, you got any more jalapenos? No.
It's super busy in here, so this is probably all I'm going to be filming. But we got steak, we got cottage cheese, we got eggs, we got asparagus, and what is this? What is that?
Cilantro.
Cilantro. So far. So we are at Whole Foods right now. We're at the cafe area. We have never tried something from here before though.
But I saw on TikTok a recommended drink, so I'm gonna try it.
But it was a holiday drink, so she's gonna ask if they have anything similar to it. Let's hope they do. Whole Foods has some fascinating things, and most of it actually tastes good. Trader Joe's has some fascinating things, but most of it actually doesn't taste good. Okay guys, that Whole Foods was super busy. We could barely film. I don't like to film people who might not want to be filmed. I just don't like that. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, and it makes me feel uncomfortable, so.
Yeah, so busy.
Typically in environments like that, we just choose to not film. But we found some steak, some cheaper steak.
Really good, like affordable,
It's
but
13.
still like it looks good for, like it looks like it's organic, right?
Yeah, it is organic.
It looks super good.
Let's see if I can grab it. It's a top sirloin, which I googled it, and this is like something that is good to cook for first-time steak cookers because we've never cooked this before.
Right.
But we've been seeing it on TikTok a lot, and I'm like, you know, we're trying to eat more protein and less snacks, really, because I just eat so many snacks that have so many like sugar, too many calories, and just things that I don't need in my body, and I'm so hungry. So it's just been an overhaul of like food. Feels like a black hole.
I know, same.
Lately, anyway.
I mean, I will not give up my pickle popcorn. That is my favorite
That's
snack
healthy. You can
ever.
do that. And popcorn actually has a lot of benefits to it.
I know.
It's just the unhealthy stuff, like Lorna Doones.
Yeah.
I feel like I can never stop eating. So, we got the steak. It is pasture raised, no antibiotics ever, no added growth hormones, 100% vegetarian diet, USDA choice. $12 for this, and Allie and I are going to split it because this is 12 ounces, and typically when we go out to restaurants I just get a 6-ounce steak, so this is perfect for us.
And then we got some asparagus to go with it. And I'm hoping to make a little salad of some sort.
Oh yeah.
Like with cucumbers, tomatoes, cilantro, and just like a little salad like that. But yeah.
We are so excited about
And
this.
then,
oh, sorry.
All good. And then I got this honey latte, which I'm not too thrilled about actually because
it has no ice.
it doesn't. She gave it to me. I asked for ice and it was hot. It was hot with ice on top when she gave it to me, and now the ice is like all melted. So I'm like, I don't like that.
Pretend it's that place that Kiki took us to.
La Colombe.
Yeah. My sister took us to this place called La Colombe, and they don't have ice in their drinks.
It's
not typical.
you have to ask for it. It's the best coffee place
It
in
really
my
is
opinion.
good. The cans don't do it. No.
The
If you're getting
cans
the
are terrible.
The cans. Somebody commented before and said I love the cans, but I didn't know they had a real place.
Dude, so my friend at work, the one that you met last night, was like, "Oh my god, I love La Colombe in the can." I'm like, "No, babe, you need to have La Colombe in real life." Like the can.
Was she
is
shocked
so
that there was a La Colombe?
She just has never been to the actual location.
Man, we put people on so many good things. Well, not us. Kiana puts us on good things,
And then
we put
me in turn.
people on good things. I'll give Kiana credit where it's due.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
here we go. Try this.
And originally I wanted the date latte, but it's seasonal, so they didn't have it. Okay. I'm scared. Very coffee. Very coffee. You wouldn't like it? I'll drink it, but I'm putting ice in it when we get to the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my chai tea latte with 2 shots of blonde espresso, soy milk.
Yeah.
Because
And the
dairy is
girl-
not good for me.
The girl said that she's not even a coffee person herself, so that's when I'm like,
And that's when Ellie's like, I'm
not
suspicious.
to be rude, but it's like, I don't think that, like, if you don't drink coffee, like, how would you know what's good? You know, and like how to make it good. Just-
True. So how would you rate it then on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, right now I'm giving it a 3 because it has no ice in it, and it's really strong, so.
That does not sound good, guys. Would you guys drink this? Okay, guys.
Okay, let's go home.
Let's go home, but I think we're going to end this vlog here because for the rest of the day, we're probably just going to watch movies, and that's that. And I have to edit this
Oh, true.
today because I need to post it tomorrow. So,
Yep.
thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share. And thank you guys for watching and
Thanks
supporting
for
us.
watching.
I hope you guys enjoy our little day in the life vlogs.